Hey, Shalom Amakim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel brought lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, whatever it may be. Hey, real quick, I got a plethora of videos I want to play. They're pretty self-explanatory. Brothers have been speaking on this pretty much all week since DJ has gotten in office, which I believe he's been in office 10 days. And he's already breaking you people down. He's already breaking you people down mentally, physically, and soon to be spiritually, because you people lacked any form of spirituality here anyway, outside of wickedness. Basically, Trump has frozen particular benefits, federal funding, which he's planning on cutting a lot of programs out, you know, from like parts of Medicaid, Medicare. You know, I don't know about the Social Security. I don't think he's going to do anything on the Social Security tip yet. But he's taking away a lot of these federal programs, or this federal funding from these programs that people have been getting from the government to fund, you know, shit like same-sex marriages and, you know, not that, but, you know, like the sex changes and just in general, you know, the benefits. You know, for the food stamps, possibly alimony, soon to be child support, because child support is it's through federal funding, believe it or not, even though that's on the state level. But eventually all these programs will be affected. So you have a bunch of these Keishas, even white women. And you know, it's so funny because that shows you that the world revolves around two nations, which is Jacob and Esau, because when you look at the women, Black, Hispanic, and Native American and Edomite women, or Israelite and Edomite women, are oftentimes affected by the social changes of this world. Okay, like when you go on dating apps, for example, you see mainly Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women and Edomite women. Okay, rarely do you ever see Arab women, East Indian women. Rarely do you see Chinese women on dating apps, even African women, because they're married. You know, they understand culture to some type of they understand that culture to some degree, to know that, you know, the family structure is strong. But yet through Western ideology, this place has been totally broken down, man. And this is the reason why you have a bunch of women on welfare now, man, because they chose to give up their men and follow Big Daddy government and say, I don't need a man, and this and this and that. So now you're paying for it. And this guy Donald Trump, man, hey, he's getting ready to cut that food stamp shit. Okay, only how you gonna be able to get food stamps is if you work a job. I mean, you got to do some type of training program or up to 20 hours a week. But other than that, they getting ready to cut all that shit out, man. Okay, they did away with the DEI shit. You got Fortune 500 companies on board with the DEI ordeal. You know, and people are adopting that stance because they like, why are we paying X amount of money for people to come in and do shit? Like prime example with the military, right? Basically, men was going to the military to get sex changes, and oftentimes they wouldn't be deployable because they even understood that doing so would make you such weaker. And basically, it's caused mental illnesses, man. Okay, one guy that underwent that change, he brought it out in his book. He said that basically he joined the military to search out men to have sex with him. And then when they was giving him the hormone changers, let me turn this off, Salaki. When they was giving him the hormone blockers and the hormone changers, it said that it was destroying him mentally. And they even labeled it a mental illness as to having that particular mindset, man. As to being a mo. So they won't be eligible to fight in the military. So Biden and that weird administration have put provisions in order for them to be able to remain in the military and get the benefits, but they don't have to go and risk their lives because they're physically weaker now and mentally, because, and which proves women is not supposed to be in the military, because the man goes from man to woman. He adopts hormonal change. He becomes a woman, which proves that women are not eligible for the military either, because that's not their position. You see, so this is all messed up. And the whole point of the military is to have a formidable fighting force to stave off the enemy. But yet you got a bunch of soy boys in there. Okay, so Trump is putting an end to all this shit, man. And call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. I pray he cut all this shit, man. Because you women have been proud as hell, especially against the men of color. Okay, you Keishas out there, you welfare queens, you child support bandits out there that put your baby daddies on child support because you was mad at the nigga, or because you pushed him away and you wanted to take his money but not allow him to have a relationship with the kid. All these things are getting ready to fucking falter, man. All right, so I'm gonna play a couple of these videos of these demons bugging out because they getting exactly what they deserve. Like my man Kevin Samuel say, get a dog and die alone. And that's what most of them are doing anyway. Like I was at work last week and I was talking to the stupid hoes that I work with, bunch of dumbass bitches, man, young, dumb, and think they're educated because they're fucking degrees, but yet when you ask them questions, they can't even tell you straightforward on how to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? Eating out, fast food, you know, it's just a shame, man. Like I asked my supervisor, man, a fucking woman, a Latina chick, man, and I asked her, she like, well, life is hard already. I'm like, how old are you? She's in her 20s, right? And she's gonna tell me, well, my life is hard as it is. I'm like, doing what? What do you do? I'm like, you don't want kids? She said, well, no, not now. I'm like, why not? She like, because I want to live my life. And that's the same mentality that's getting a lot of you bitches single, no help, when your degrees don't pour through for you, because most of you go to school for shit that they don't even have in high demand. And they even stated, they said Black, Hispanic, and Native American women oftentimes get degrees that's not in high demand. So basically, you divest in yourself. Because when you go into college, you're supposed to invest in yourself, right? Yeah, you may be up $150,000 in student loans, but you're investing in yourself because you know on the back end, you're going to get that back. You dumb bitches don't think about that. So you get these degrees, you end up $250,000 in debt. Then all of a sudden, you know, you get a job and you pay $25 an hour, and now you mad because you're living in a $3,000 a month apartment and you can't make ends meet. But then when we say, well, why ain't you married? Why don't you get a man? I'm trying to have fun. I ain't got time for a man. And the bitch straight up told me, she said, oh, well, you know, if I meet somebody, I meet somebody, but I'm doing me now. And I said, okay. Back in my mind, I looked at her. I'm like, you're going to have that same energy when this shit collapse. I said, once this system collapsed, that degree you got, you know, like, ain't going to mean a goddamn thing. You know, I'm saying nobody's going to want to marry you 100 rods later. You know, so you women got the game fucked up, man. And eventually, you all are going to be forced to humble down to your nature. All right, so let me play this video real quick, and I'll get a couple of precepts. I don't want to rant because the videos speak for itself. So here we go.
Somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right fucking now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is all we fucking get. I need somebody to please fucking tell me he's lying. I can't. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Should have stayed with your child's father. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing drugs and getting high. And you got meth head Mindy right here. She's having a fucking breakdown. And this is one thing, the bittersweet thing about the internet. Because it gives you the people the confidence to show your ignorance and show your mental illness. Because a person with some type of pride and dignity, even though pride is not always good, it's not really good if it's dedicated towards the wrong ordeal. But at least have some dignity about yourself and don't go to the internet and showing your true colors, because that just jokes on you at this point. Talking about what you're going to do is called get up and get a job. Okay, and the rate of prostitution is getting ready to go up, man. Okay, like they had a thing that came out. They said Venezuelan doctors back in the day, I'm talking about them fine Latina chicks, they're selling the Cuba for less than $30, man. And these are bad chicks, man. These are chicks that will come over here and easily make $1 million off OnlyFans. But now the OnlyFans market is oversaturated now. Okay, it's oversaturated, or it's basically it's a lot of people in that market, man. Like how many different pictures of ass and titties and twerking, and how many foot pics a man gonna buy? I mean, yeah, you know, you got different varieties, but eventually this shit gets old, man. You know, these women getting rich off fucking pissing in plastic bottles and sending them to men. Them days are over, man. And you stupid men, you've enabled this behavior. Okay, if you men were real men and you had some dignity about yourselves, you would never condone bitches having OnlyFans, man. Okay? And then you want to lay up and have babies with these women. It's a terrible ordeal, and now the Lord is getting ready to break this place down. Hey, DJ Trump, I believe through the Spirit he will be the guy that bring in an MOTB because he's already hitting the ground running, and it's just gonna get worse and worse, man.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Breathe, breathe.
And you see all that, and that's getting ready to be 98. That's getting ready to be 99% of you in a minute. Even the ones of you that work these jobs, man, because eventually they gonna buy you out. Like Trump said, he said them federal workers that didn't want to be turned back to work. He said, look, we just gonna buy you out, take a payout, and go about your business. So eventually, AI is gonna take over all these jobs, man. All right, they already said AI will take over 41% of the jobs within the next couple of years. So, I mean, what the hell you people gonna do? You know, you women that got these high-paying jobs and all this other shit in these lavish apartments, that shit is coming to an end too. Okay, I don't give a fuck if you're a hard-working woman. At the end of the day, the Lord's getting ready to strip y'all fucking bare. And y'all gonna have to humble under many. Y'all gonna have to, and the most thing about it that's gonna fuck your pride up is the fact that you're gonna have to come, and the men that you fucked around with, the ones that you've played to the left, the ones you've disrespected, you gonna have to face that man one way or another. You gonna have to come before him. Regardless if you say anything to him, the Lord is going to allow that man to come and you're going to be seen, you know, and all that pride. Now, I don't need a bitch told me straightforward. I'd rather die before I humble down to you. Okay, well, the Lord is going to take you up on that offer. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the Lord is going to have the last laugh. And guess what? It's going to be through us. And we will win at the end. I'm very confident on that. I guarantee you, okay, as a collective. Even if, Lord's will, I'm of the elect, I'll pray you, how about you, I'm of his number. But let's just say, if I don't make it, guess what? Somebody's going to make it. And that doesn't make what the men of the Lord is saying a false. Even them niggas that fell out, they were speaking the truth at the time. And what they said was true, but the Lord didn't choose them. You know what I'm saying? Lord forbid they be our fate, but regardless of it, this is what's going down. All right, so matter of fact, let me get Isaiah 32. And you know, we all, this is the go-to scripture. I suspect the scripture is going to come out a lot this week. But this is the book of Isaiah 32. And I'm going to start at 1. And it says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princess shall rule in judgment. The king is Yahushai, we're the princess. Okay, Yashar Allah means he is a prince of God. You are Israelite man, you are a prince of God. Okay, it says here, and the man should be as a hiding place from the wind. And the wind is talking about the destruction. Because, see, what's going to happen is this thing is going to turn to a dog-eat-dog world. And the Lord is going to have a special spirit on his men that the world will witness. And this is how they're going to be able to choose. Because you may think like, okay, well, you're going to have thousands of men, millions of men out here. And, you know, women is going to be trying to cling up to men. How would I stand out being a man of the Most High? Well, the Lord is going to put that mark of exemption on you. Okay, when you walking down the street and you have your faculties and you still have your weight on you and you looking vibrant, and ultimately, you know how to move in that day. You got the spirit on you. Then that's going to stand out. And the Lord is going to give us the ability to do things miraculously, man, miracles. And people are going to witness that. Okay, things that's going to happen is not going to be by chance, brothers. It's not like a movie. I mean, it's a movie, but it's not going to be by chance. Okay, well, by chance, this person sees me. No, the Lord already has it set up how your walk is going to be. He already has it set up. So that's what you have to understand about the Heavenly Father being an omnipotent power, meaning all-knowing. So how you going to get glory or whatever, or how the Lord is going to use you in a time of Jacob's trouble, whether it be Isaiah 4:1 or you go into a concentration camp. At the end of the day, your steps have already been laid for the people to come into you that need to see you. So it ain't a matter of your own strength. Well, I need to go out here and beat up 1,000 people to prove. No, you ain't got to do it. The Lord, that ain't how it work, man. Okay, it's called provisions for a reason. So you're going to be at the right place at the right time in the right situation. Okay, you're going to avoid whoever you need to avoid in order to get to where you need to get to. And it's already set up from the get-go. Okay, so don't worry about, well, I got to be extravagant, or I got to be the top guru, Bruce Lee master, so women can see that I'm a man of the Most High. You ain't got to do shit, man. The Most High gonna do everything. You just continue to walk in your path and keep humble. All right. And a lot of times we lose sight of that because we tend to overthink shit. And Jacob's trouble, hey, I'm just going off the spirit. I can't tell you if I'm going to go left or right. I don't know. It's up to you. How about Shimmy? How should I? And that's just what it boils down to. All right. It's blind faith. And it says, in the eyes that see him, matter of fact, it says here, in a cover in a tempest as rivers of water in a dry place. And this place is getting ready to be very, very dry here in a second. Okay. As he's cutting these programs, I believe they're trying to give it over to Congress because, you know, of course, there's always going to be backlash within the House. You know, the Democrats ain't trying to go for this shit because they want to keep the shit rolling. But the Most High is going to bring it to an abrupt halt. So some way, somehow, they're going to push this order. Something is going to happen. Okay, so just keep a lookout. But it says, and as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken, right? Because you're going to have the right people that's going to be around you, man. Now, of course, you're going to come into those people that's not supposed to be around you, but, you know, just a lot of people going to get condemned. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot of women that's going to try to come up and be part of your ordeal in that day, but, you know, the Lord is going to allow you to choose righteously. Okay? It ain't going to be no mistake. Ain't no wicked bitch getting on a chariot with you, bro. Okay, it's just not going down like that. The Lord don't make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So your baby mamas or your ex-girlfriends and them hoes ain't gonna make it up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, no. Like the brother did the video, hey, you can't be afraid to turn these hoes down, man. Because these bitches are in survival mode right now. All of a sudden you getting inboxes and you getting, you know, they're trying to hit you up. They're in survival mode, man. They're losing, okay? These bitches are walking around here like everything is all copacetic with their nose turned up. But yet these bitches, they don't know how they're going to pay next week's rent. Okay, they don't have the provisions laid up. They don't know how they're going to afford child care. You know what I'm saying? So they out here selling ass, like literally, bro. They're literally selling cooch hand over fist. And even that market is getting ready to explode and burst because ain't nobody finna be paying you top dollar to get no used up box, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you go on some of them pages and shit, bitch be trying to charge you $600-700 for some used up shit. She give a nigga at the corner store for free. You out your goddamn mind for gonna pay for you. Like you tripping. You know what I'm saying? You get a high dollar harlot for that. A clean one at that, you know? So even then, all that shit you doing, that overcharging, that overpriced shit, that shit is getting ready to come down. Oh, 2 kisses, $1,000, bitch, please. You ain't gonna get a penny for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And men gonna have their way with you, okay? Because men are fed up with the women in this society. And hey, you've done it to yourself. And it says, then the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly. And the vile person should no more be called liberal, nor a trill should be bountiful, man, all right? It says the vile person, okay? Now, when you go down here, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, and hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And we've been warning you about this whole ordeal from the elders and the apostles all down. The apostles have been warning you over this for 40 years. All right? The reason why you have a Kevin Samuels and a Manosphere and a Red Pill and a Black Ram 313, which he gave a shout out to GMS. He gave a shout out to my camp as well. I caught one of his live streams and, you know, they was going in on the women and about marriage, and I just typed marriage, sex is marriage, and, you know, and that was just the end of it. He gave us a shout out, but, and he know he's an Israelite, you know, but these guys would not exist if it wasn't for the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And that just hands down, hands over fist. And I dare anybody to refute that. You see, the men of the Lord have been warning you women time and time again. And we get on a woman every week. Okay, as far as I know, the woman have been gotten on every week for the last 40, 50 years. Jake have been cursing you bitches out, telling you to repent and humble down and leave this shit behind, man. Stop worrying about this damn devil. Okay, but what do? You scoff, you call us dusties, you say we ain't worth shit. You know, you try to use your accomplishments and try to belittle men. That day is over with, man, because your accomplishments were set up just for that. It wasn't because you were smarter or more intelligent like my supervisor. Like, she's gonna say some, well, I don't think men are necessarily smarter or, yeah, physically stronger. I said we're smarter, we're wiser, we can think better, we're stronger, we're better on all angles. And it's not to demean women, but that's just our position. Why the fuck would the Lord give the leader of his ship a handicap and let somebody lesser than him beat that? It don't work that way. Okay, it's written that our brains are, I believe, like 10% bigger. They said between 3 to 10% bigger than a woman's brain. But of course, Esau puts in that, well, it doesn't make you cognitive more intelligent. We are more intelligent than women because, see, when emotional instability kicks in, that's when common sense goes out the window. Men were able to keep a level head and a cool head through shit. Y'all not. Okay, so by default, that puts you under us. Don't let your accomplishments and your degrees, because it's more women that graduate than college than men. That's all by design. And you can't tell them that because they're so inflated with their fucking ego. But all that shit is getting ready to go out the window. As you see meth head Mandy, she's crying, man. All right, you better get them teeth pulled and sell it. Whatever you gonna do. You better get some success going. You better gum it up. But it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women. It says, for the venture should fail and the gathering should not come. Like my man Kevin Samuel say, he said, hey, it's getting ready to be winter time. Okay, it's going to be a long winter, man, because things are changing. Policies are changing. Hey, they getting ready to institute the MOTB. This digital technocracy is literally, hey, this dude said that we're going to spend $500 billion in order to get the AI systems to catch up with China. So with that comes your surveillance. It comes your jobs, okay? It comes innovation. It comes all types of shit, man. So everybody's getting ready to be between a rock and a hard place. And if you ain't getting that chip, then you a done deal. Which most of you women gonna get the chip just by default because you're losing your benefits. Okay, so all you welfare queens out there, you child support bandits, hey, them days are numbered. And another thing too, hey, once Esau collapses society, a lot of you women that put men on child support, a lot of these men are gonna find you and they're gonna unalive you for the shit that you drug them through these courts, the slander to the families, the slander to the kids. Men have literally been ostracized and rooted out of families because of fucking child support and because the bitch chose to put the nigga on the child support, or because he didn't want to deal with her no more. He didn't stick around to deal with the bullshit. Okay, no man is gonna stick around a family just to compromise to make shit work when the woman is not gonna follow the lead. You know, every fucking answer, there's a rebuttal to it. But what, ain't nobody gonna stick around and do with that, man. So you all getting ready to pay. And it says here, tremble you women that are at ease and be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bear, gird sackcloth upon your loins. Yeah, man, humble your ass down. Okay, it says they shall lament for the teats, the titties, the milk, the pleasant fruits, the pleasant fields, and the fruitful vine. Yeah, y'all gonna lament because child support is going away, man. And a lot of people are getting that shit overturned. Okay, the child support, man, they've been stealing billions of dollars from men over the last 60-some fucking 50-some plus years, especially under the Clinton administration, which they put these things in there under particular statutes, which are not laws, and they write it off as the color of law, but it's constitutionally illegal, and people finding ways around this shit. So what happens once this system implodes and it falls on its face? Okay, and a lot of you judges, a lot of you state's attorneys, a lot of you gonna get caught and a lot of you gonna get unalived too, because I've witnessed, I've seen men literally get drugged through the mud in these courts, man, even traffic court, and they try to make you look bad and make you feel bad and all this other shit, and they give this bitch a pass, give her your money so she can go out and be a whore and to taint your children and to turn your kids against you. It's a sick game, man, and it's all getting ready to fall. All right. This is book Luke 23, and I'm going to start at verses 28. It says, but Yahushua, matter of fact, let's start here. It says, a large crowd trailed behind, including many grief-stricken women. But Yahushua turned and said unto them, daughters of Jerusalem, don't weep for me, but weep for yourselves and your children, man. The Lord told you to weep for your fucking kids and yourself. All right, he said, don't cry for me, cry for yourselves, man. Because the Lord knows that women of our nations, they ain't shit. Okay, these bitches ain't shit, man. And I'm going to just be the one to tell you, these hoes they not fucking right. These bitches are evil and they're the lowest they've ever been. And if you men were wise, you would stay the fuck away from them, man. All right, you know, you find one you deal with, hey, cool beans. If you trying to get your pleasure and shit off, hey, cool beans, man. But overall, don't be out here trying to chase no goddamn tail. All right, it ain't even that deep. These women come with diseases, they come with problems, and they come with a lot of pookies and ray-rays, man. Salakia. They come with a lot of pookies and ray-rays, man. And a lot of them dudes, man, hey, they will unalive you over their baby mama. So stay away from these chicks, man. You know, you got to vet them. Make sure they upright to some degree. Don't just be putting babies in bitches because they got fat asses, man. The fuck is wrong with you, Jakes? You know, and letting them trap you up and shit. If you getting ready to deal with a woman, have your own condoms, man. Me personally, hey, if y'all sticking out there, hey, make sure you put the hat on. For real, don't be going into these women raw, man. All right, don't be going into these bitches raw. You put the hat on, bro, because like that AIDS shit is climbing back up there too. Okay, a lot of these women that took that J, a lot of them are coming down with autoimmune diseases, man, autoimmune disorders because they shot that shit and they out being hoes. You know, so hey, be careful out here, brothers, for real. Don't get caught up being stupid. But it says, for the days are coming when they will say, fortunate indeed are the women who are childless, the wombs that have not borne a child, and the breasts that have never nursed. People will beg for mountains following us and plead with the hills and bury us. Yeah, man, because, hey, those of you that don't have kids, hey, you in better case. The ones of you that have kids, hey, it can be a bad case, especially if the spirit of the Lord is not dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like the sister went into a dream she had about 7 witches or some shit, and women that knew the name Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in this ministry is basically a bunch of demons, man. And a lot of you that hide behind the comment boards, and a lot of you ain't right. A lot of you got kids from different dudes and playing the field and jumping here and there, man, and fucking up brothers' lives and shit. A lot of you are getting ready to suffer this fate too. Just because you call on the name of the Most High and His Son, that doesn't make you a fucking righteous person. So y'all getting ready to see the sword. So this is talking about you too, man. A lot of you head wrap bandits out there that want to hide behind heart emojis and fake shalawams, knowing that you foul beneath, man. So all this shit is getting ready to come up. But it says people will beg for the mountains fall on us and plead with the hills bury us. For if they are done, it says, for if these things are done when the tree is green, what will happen to it when it's dry? And right now the tree is still green. Like you can go out, you can make money. Okay, you can start your business. Yeah, things are pretty expensive, but you know, you still have a somewhat of a stable economy. You know, you can still rack up some coins and go as you please. You can still hop on a plane. You can still, you know, travel out of town. You can still do pretty much what you need to do in order to get by in this society for a short time. So if you're tripping now, just imagine when there's no food in the shelves, when there's no banks open, when there's no supermarkets open, when there's no more jobs, because job growth is horrible here, bro. They said 12,000 jobs in the month of October. That's bad. Okay, that's horrible, man. Okay, what happens when the rent goes up? Because, hey, once he does these tariffs, what did he not telling you? Even though tariffs can be good, but they can backfire too, because now the American taxpayer, which is us, we gonna have to take on a burden. One thing you people need to know: every time this society does something, we have to take on a burden. Okay, the presidents and the elites are not paying for wars. We paying for wars. We paying for these programs. Title 4D. This is our fucking money. You see what I'm saying? When the terrorists come back here and he wants to set up these American-led companies and they can't afford them, guess what? They're going to pass the bill to the American taxpayer, which is going to cause inflation. So inflation and tariffs go hand in hand. So expect shit to go up, man. Okay, you think $1,200 a month for rent was expensive? Wait till that shit is $2,000 for a studio. In some places, you are paying 2 bands for a studio. All right? So, hey, just don't say you weren't warned. All right? I want to bring out one more precept and I'm going to end it and I'm going to get these videos. I want the videos to do the talking at this point. I've said enough and I don't want to seem like I'm going on a particular rant. But some things, it's just what it is. Like the brother Karatazar said from Vegas, he said, look, he said, I won't be surprised if Isaiah 4:1 plays out in this administration. And the way that it's looking, if he's not stopped or if they don't do some halting in the midst, because they're good for starting shit and then going back, like, just keep going, man. Trump cut all this shit. If you got control of the executive, judicial, and the legislative branch, if you are control of all three, which technically the president is over the executive branch, you have executive orders, man. You can shoot a lot of shit down. Okay, now a lot of things they have to vote on. Okay, because the president is nothing but a leader. That's all he is. He doesn't own it. He's not the primary decision maker. But man, you better exercise your fucking executive powers and do what the hell you do, man. Do what you do. Shut these fucking programs down, man. Take these fucking jobs away. I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready to see these motherfuckers suffer, man. For real. So we can say we told you so. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 3. And I'm going to start at verses 18. It says, on that day of judgment, the Lord will strip away everything that makes her beautiful. Ooh. The eyelashes, the fake hair, because all that shit is fake any damn way. If you was to see what these women look like without all that synthetic shit, hey, you be like, this is a whole different person, which shows you sorcery is very alive and well. Okay, like you go to bed with a chick you met online, so goddamn well you met at the club and she looks good, you know, you off the liquor, saucied up and shit, and you know, you go home and you pop this bitch and you wake up, her fucking face is on the pillow, literally. And you go to the bathroom, it's a whole nigga in the bathroom, like, who the fuck is you? What a bitch I had over here last night. It's a whole different person, bro. Oh, I gotta do my makeup. I gotta do my face. Like, all that shit is getting ready to end, man. You can't get your nails done. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to go to the salon and martial law, and you ain't gonna be able to get the necessary toiletries to clean yourself up when the famine comes. So a lot of you are gonna fucking stink, man. And a lot of you stink already. You know, all that ass shaking and shit you niggas are doing. I go on Facebook, it's nothing but a bunch of hoes on there acting proud as hell, but ain't got nothing to show for it, bro. Broke as fuck, miserable. Baby daddies don't want to deal with them. 3-5 kids, you know, by different men. But yet y'all still want to have these what a man got to do for you posts. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't nobody want you bitches, man. Y'all played the fuck out. And if a man is dealing with you, he just trying to get his fucking rocks off, man. And me personally, if I deal with any of you, it's just because I'm trying to get my shit off. I'm not trying to take none of you hoes serious, man. And I just real talk. Take it or leave it. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, the ball is going to be in our court. And if you want to come and get under our program, you got to fucking come correct. Okay? We ain't got to fucking pander to you hoes. And me personally, I don't pander to none of you bitches. All right? Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't even worth it. Okay? We going to get clean, fresh women from other nations. And like we said, we don't need the black woman to bring back the rest of the nation because, hey, majority of you black women in America going to be unalived, man. And that's just the reality of it. If you don't like it, oh well, unsubscribe from the page. Because we say what your weak ass baby daddy is afraid to say. But it says, on that day of judgment, the Lord will strip away everything that makes her beautiful. Ornaments, headbands, crescent necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and veils, scarves, ankle bracelets, sashes, perfumes and charms, rings and jewels, party clothes, that club shit. You know, the booty shorts and the halter tops and all that other bullshit that you like to wear. That shit getting ready to be shut the fuck down. And it says gowns, capes, and purses, and mirrors, and fine linen garments, head ornaments, and shawls. And instead of a sweet smelling perfume, she will stink. And you stink now with all this. Because the many men you've allowed to go through you, through you, man. Okay, ain't no way in hell that you got a 24-year-old woman and you pop her and it literally feels like you jogging through a goddamn, I mean, literally, you know, they got that term to say that you throw a hot dog in a hallway. You got bitches as young as 24 years old with no walls. It's like, what the fuck, man? And them be them college chicks, man. Them college chicks are ran through. You know, I mean, it's like, goddamn, like you really are a whore. So no matter how good you bend her over and do your thing with her, bro, she has several other men, and she's comparing your rod size to a nigga that done popped her 300 men. Hey, bro, you don't flatter yourself, Jake. You know, you got Jake priding themselves on how good they pop these women. These women have several men to compare you to. So they can never pair a bond with you, man. That hypochondria, whatever the hell they call it, that shit is real, man, okay? A woman that's had more than one man, she's totally mentally unstable. She can never be yours, truly, unless the Spirit of the Lord really fixed her mind up. And they don't like when we say that, but it's just the truth. Be mad at yourself for being a whore. Don't be mad at us for calling it out. Shit, we're the prophets. That's what we do. We supposed to shed the light on your wickedness, man, because you're fucking wicked. Excuse my French, man. You know, just when I get in the spirit, I deem to talk rough, you know, and that's just the spirit the Lord gave me. I can't control it all the time. Salakia, you know, if it offends some of you, but, you know, it's just what it is. And those of you that only subscribe to the channel because you think we're going to curse out the black woman, hey, just go find you another platform to fuck off on, man. Because this platform is not for your goddamn entertainment, man. All right, this platform is for the edification of the hopeful elect. If you just come on this page and you think because we're going to do a lesson on a black woman to entertain your monkey ass, this ain't for you. Because I noticed when you cursing out Keisha, these videos get more views than everything else, man. I went into some history 2 days ago about Amalek, and that, I mean, I got a good amount of hits. But this video gonna go fucking viral, man, because people gonna share it and share it and share it, and people, oh man, I like the way that brother talking. Damn, he going in on them women. And all you simple ass jakes out there that think everything is a fucking joke. This ain't no goddamn joke, man. If you ain't trying to learn, get off my fucking page, man. Don't fucking comment. All this fucking bullshit, man. It's the Lord getting ready to come back, and you niggas are still you still playing games. And I get it. We all are fed up with these women. Trust me, we all are. And I know I know men want to hear it because it panders to their pain and their frustration. But bro, it's deeper than that, man. We got a job to do, and this is just one job of a many. But it reads here, and it says, and she will wear a rope for a sash, and her elegant hair will fall out, that weave. And it says that she will wear worth burlap instead of rich robes, and shame will replace her beauty. Yeah, they're going to be walking with their heads down, bro. Same chick that you wanted in high school that curved your ass, that called you a lame or because of whatever, because you wasn't on the varsity star basketball player, hey, they're going to walk with their heads down, man. Okay, because I'm going to be real with you. A lot of people watch us, they just don't say nothing. I believe, like, everybody I went to school with, and I don't really talk to them because I don't really care for none of them at the end of the day, but I really, it's like a silent thing. Like, I mean, I got people on my page, but I don't talk to them like that. But they know. They know what's up, man, because you could just feel it. Like, yeah, they know what's up, but they don't say nothing, though, because either they don't fuck with you or because they're afraid. But people don't like us like that, brothers, man. They don't care for us like that, and that's fine. We don't care for them either. That's why it's going to make it that much better when all hell break loose, because you think I'm going to sit up here and jump in front of somebody that's getting ready to do away with. I'm not helping none of you niggas, man. I don't give a fuck if you my brother. You ain't in this truth, nigga. Fuck you. All right? I say the same thing to my sister. I say the same thing to my auntie, my uncle, my cousin. I don't give a fuck, man. All right? I'm about cutting all you niggas off. If my mother, she don't want to get right, then you know what? Hey, let the Lord have his way. And I'll say it nice that way, because I'm about done with all. I wash my hand of all them people, man. They ain't right anyway. So to hell with every last one of them. I don't really give a fuck at this point. It is what it is. Same thing with my kid. Hey, she don't want to get it, then hey, the hell with her too. Let them all be destroyed. And you know what? I'll see them on the other side. You know, my mother, Lord's will, hey, she comes around. If not, then I have no say-so on that. You know, I would never curse my father or mother, you know, but the truth is the truth. If they don't get right, then they are not going to make it. Well, my pops is already in the spiritual world, but if they don't get right, then they not going to make it. Oh, well, because they know about this thing. All right. But it says here, and the men of the city will be killed with the sword, and her warriors will die in battle, and the gates of Zion will weep and mourn, and the city will be like a ravaged woman huddled up on the ground. So Esau's getting ready to come down on you, Jake. So my next lesson is going Trump. I'm gonna just bring it out. I'm not even gonna tell brothers, but this shit is crazy because I was meditating on it the other day. I'm like, what if he actually do that? And then I read an article 2 hours later, and it actually is what he's getting ready to do. So I was like, damn, the Spirit of the Lord is really moving. All right, but anyway, Salakia, with that, I'm gonna close out, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you were edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.
Oh,
What do they expect me to do? I can't go out and get a job. I have been getting welfare since I was 19 years old. Over 10 years I have been on welfare. Okay, this is not a temporary solution. It is a permanent solution. So my two older kids that don't live with me, I have had on my case. Their dad went behind my back and put them on his food stamp case so he could get food stamps for them since they're in his home. He has a job. I need the food stamps, not him. So now they have cut me off, and now they are forcing me to pay back over $48,000 for the last 12 months. And they are taking my taxes. So, my $40,000 tax return, I will be receiving $1. And then I'll still owe $8,000 on top of that. Or I risk jail time. Where do they think I'm going to come up with that? How am I supposed to live now?
Apparently, using my child support on myself is wrong. So what am I supposed to use my child support on? As long as my 7 kids are taken care of, it doesn't matter what I use my child support for. I don't know why people care that I go do my nails, that I go do my hair, that I go to the spa, that I go on vacations with my child support money. It doesn't matter. My kids are taken care of. I understand if my kids didn't have anything they need, didn't have anything they want, then it's understandable. But they have everything. They're not missing anything. So who cares if I splurge on myself? Me going to the spa, going on vacation, it helps me with my mental health. It helps me be stress-free. And that's when I could be the best parent that I could be to my children. I get $3,200 between my 7 children in child support. I separate at least $500 and use that for them. The rest is for me. In order for me to be the best version of myself for my children, I have to put myself first. So once again, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because spending child support on myself, there's nothing wrong with that.
Expect a man to cheat off of physical attraction or whatever, or just to cheat or whatever. Like with a woman, it's not necessarily that I cheated, that, oh my goodness, I loved him, blah, blah, blah. Like, but maybe it was because you lacked in a certain area and he was, you know what I'm saying, doing good in that area.
I was ovulating and you wasn't around when I was ovulating.
So what was the reason you cheated on me? After all I did for you, what's the reason?
Because you wasn't satisfying me.
I wasn't what?
You don't pay to get my toes done. You don't pay to get my nails done. You don't do anything.
So I gotta spend money on you just for us, for you not to cheat on me, huh?
Show me you love me.
So that's what we doing. That's messed up. Bro, I put you in a crib, got you a car. Come on, man. Kept your bills paid.
I was ovulating and you wasn't around when I was ovulating. So I had to go get satisfied.
So that's how you got pregnant. You ended up pregnant. Huh? So that's how you ended up pregnant, huh? I'm still be in your life and take care of the baby and all, but you bogus, man. I don't know how to forgive. I'm gonna forgive you, but I don't know how to forgive you right now.
Through.
3 years ago, I, a 48-year-old male, I found out that my wife, a 46-year-old female, was having an affair. She met a guy at work and came home one day telling me that she was in love with him, no longer loved me, and wanted a divorce. She and I have been together since we were in our 20s. We have 3 kids together, one who's 28, 26, and 23. Well, I tried to fight for my marriage and didn't want a divorce, but she simply would not stop seeing this guy. After one weekend, where she disappeared from Friday afternoon to Sunday night, I ended up throwing her out of the house. Good job, man. She immediately moved in with this guy. The only excuse she ever gave me was that I never wanted to hurt you, but there's just something about this guy. We ended up finalizing our divorce in early 2022. Although I had very hard feelings towards her, I faked it enough to get a pretty favorable divorce. It seemed like she was so eager to be with her dream man that she didn't have time for a long divorce. So in the end, I got to keep my pension and the house, which I bought for my grandmother. I did have to give her half of my 401k. Well, the effect on my kids was pretty devastating. All three of them took it very hard. My oldest son told her that if she chooses this man, he'd never have a relationship with her again. As of right now, neither of our sons has a relationship with their mother. Our daughter does talk to her from time to time, but their relationship is very strained to say the least. My daughter is a very kind person, and she tries, but she usually ends her conversations with her mother even more upset than they started. And she shouldn't talk to her. About 4 months after the divorce, my ex contacted me out of the blue. Oh, what could she want? She told me that she made a terrible mistake and asked if she could come home. I used this opportunity to tell her exactly what I thought of her as a person, a wife, and a mother.
Huh? Really?
Dude, why are you following us? Why are you following us? Wait, seriously, stop.
Really? No, really?
Stop.
You're cheating on me?
Stop.
Oh, wow. Really? That doesn't open. You have to go all the way around.
No, it's okay.
Oh, can we? Really?
I'm not doing this anymore.
Really?
I'm not doing this.
Aren't you her boss? Aren't you her boss? Really?
Why are you following us outside?
Oh, why? Why? Because, me making a fool of myself. Really? Me making a fool of myself. She's cheating on me, dude.
Talking about?
She's cheating on me with you. You know she's married, right? You actually came to the house. You got dinner, and you met our kids.
She'll probably come out and fill out a job after
you met our kids. Really, Stephanie?
This is so stupid.
Really?
Stop following us.
Stephanie, really?
No.
So you're gonna leave me for that?
You know I'm paying the rent, right?
Oh, you're paying the rent.
Well, your job isn't cutting it.
Huh?
Your job isn't cutting it. So, who do you think was paying for it?
Oh, well, but you know why I'm filming this? So I can...
Let me tell you about this session that I just had with this woman recently, all right? Her last man didn't pay any bills. He didn't want to have sex with her. He took her car, took her money. So she prayed and prayed and prayed for a man who was going to be into her, would pay half the bills, would take her money, would go to work basically and come home. She was in survival mode. She had to handle everything on her own, all right? So then she got this amazing man. He is everything she asked for. He's paying half the bills. He's lifted a lot of the weight off of her so she can focus on herself a little bit, right? She prayed for this guy now. So she can go buy the shoes she wants. She can get her hair done on a regular basis. She gets her nails done. She's dressing cuter. She's feeling real good about herself, right? So what does she do? Y'all can guess it. What does she do? Does she make time to pour into him, to be thankful? No, she does not. Because she has a new following that's giving her that it girl factor. So she takes that new energy and she uses it to tear him down. Asking him what his 5-year plan is. She starts feeling like she's better than him.
Cause I ain't got shit but a pinto bean up in this month. Who want finna feed with a pinto bean?
So my kids just got fired from daycare. So since somebody reported me to the state of Michigan Department of Human Services, so now they are investigating my last income for the last 12 months. So my food stamps are on hold, my cash assistance, my disability, my kids' disability. And now the state has put a hold on my kids' daycare being paid for because my kids have been going to daycare so I can get stuff done around the house, you know.
Okay, so part 2 of this data breach that they got going on at the DHS Public State Illinois Department of Human Services food stamp office. So as I was in there, they was letting people know that they are not reissuing nobody payments. So if you had $900 worth of food stamps for the month of January and they swiped all $900, baby, you're not going to get no refund. They are currently giving out a list of pantries for you to go to for you and your kids to still have food. Now, the problem with that is how everybody going to get to the pantry. Not everybody has a vehicle. Not everybody has transportation.
Employment offer has been rescinded due to a social media video of yours that surfaced and was brought to our attention.
Of me coming to the job interview, so it was a problem with me saying that I got a job with you guys.
I'm not at liberty to go into detail, but it was due to the social media video and the content It was seen by our Human Resources Department, and it was determined to rescind your employment offer for January 13th.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for giving me the update.
You're welcome, Tempest. Have a good day, all right?
Okay. Well, if I needed a sign to take social media serious, I guess that was it, y'all. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm homeless, and I get ready for work at the gym. A lot of people don't understand why somebody would choose to be homeless, and honestly, rent was kicking my ass. I was paying $2,000 in household bills, and now I pay $20 for my gym membership. I have been struggling so bad the last 2 months, being a single mother that is still trying to navigate financial freedom. And here's why. So my son's best friend's mother said, like, hey, can we have a play date this Saturday? And would you mind hosting? And I said, no problem. I told my son, and he had a complete panic attack. And I was shocked, and I didn't understand what was going on. And then he said, Mom, all my friends have homes, and we're in an apartment, and they have playrooms and things like that. And I don't want anybody to make fun of me because of me not having, like, pretty much not having what they have. It broke my heart because I didn't realize he was... I don't care what nobody says. This motherfucker just took away the Equal Employment Act. I can't, like, you cannot make this shit up.
Yes, you can, and yes, you did. He did not take away the equal employment laws. He did not take away any of your rights. None. This is all liberal logic. He didn't take away any of this. Only thing he took away is your fucking excuses. Now,
it's not my thing to post raw emotion, but I need your guys' help. If anyone in the southern Colorado region or surrounding areas could help me out, that'd be super swell. I have 4 Berkshire female pigs that have been stolen. I have 60 meat birds and 20 laying hens. So we've just been devastated. Our livestock and our livelihood has been stolen, and if anybody has...
What did you have done?
I have eye color done, and I was absolutely chilled by the result. It was amazing. If I was supposed to do it again, I would do it over and over again. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy for the result. It came out exactly the way I wanted it.
Where did you come from?
And if you don't listen to nothing else I say, when I say have you an emergency band, a just in case $1,000 on hand, tucked away for your emergencies, when I say that, listen to that. You don't take none of my other fucking advice, because I don't have life figured out, and I never claim to. When I say keep you an emergency band, you better fucking listen. And I don't care how you get it, but hold on to it.
Not to offend anyone, but the only reason why you're religious is because you're scared. Scared of God, scared of Jesus, scared of hell, scared of demons. Religions thrive on fear, because once you stop being scared and start learning and exploring on your own, you will have a whole different outlook on religion.
Many mothers will accept the mark of the beast, and here's why. What's going to happen when you can't buy food for your starving child, baby, or you can't buy medicine for your dying baby, or you see them about to off your child or baby? You're going to have to make a very swift decision. And guess what? Most mothers are that connected with their child. And so during those days, there's going to be many. They're not going to let their baby pass away from starvation. They're not going to let their baby pass away from... But in order to get those things, you have to accept the mark. And so what will end up happening is their baby won't obviously accept it, because a baby can't consent to the mark, but they will. And so what will end up happening is they will sacrifice their eternity for their baby who's going to be with Jesus in eternity. All because of the moment of not understanding the implications of it all.